Alrighty, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Glorio and Super Saiyan Goku from Dragon Ball Daima. Now, more specifically, what we are going to be looking at for both of these characters is the best teams for both of the units. Now, when it comes to the amount of categories for Glorio, it's going to be pretty low. But Goku is on a bit of teams, and we will sort of take a look at that today. So if you do find yourself enjoying today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new, because it helps out the channel greatly, and I would greatly appreciate it. So looking at Glorio, I think this would be an easier way to start because there are less categories for Glorio. As you guys know, not a ton of stuff going on with this character in terms of teams just yet, because Daima is still just getting to cooking here, and we don't have like I don't know if this will ever happen, but like a Daima Heroes and a Daima Bosses category, or even just a Daima category in general, right? We know how like Legends has like a Daima tag, but we don't have a like dedicated Daima category for Dokkan just yet. So that is something that we do have to keep in mind. But looking at Glorio here are his categories. We have Demonic Power, Battle of Wits, Accelerated Battle, Dragon Ball Seekers, and Heavenly Events. So when it comes to real teams, it's Demonic Power and Battle of Wits, and then I think we'll take a look at it, but an honorable mention I can give to Accelerated Battle, but Seekers of the Dragon Balls and Heavenly Events are not teams right now, and I don't know if Daima is going to fix that. Potentially it could be because, you know, Dragon Balls are a main objective of the series, so this one I think you can kind of put on hold with Dragon Ball Seekers, and Heavenly Events I'm just not sure yet, but Accelerated Battle, there's some decent stuff going on here, right? Having the UI Gokus is very nice. The Gammas is cool. The STR Super Vegito, very nice option there. The 5th years while they have their anniversary buffs, and then Daima Goku himself. Not a ton of terrible options. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you guys know, this is like an okay character, but I don't think this is going to be his best team build. When we look at Battle of the Wits, this team is nowhere near as good, so not going to be talking about that one as much. But the best team for Glorio, if you guys do not know, I'm sure most of you do, but it is Demonic Power, the team that he is leading the pure 200% for. So if you do not have the homie Glorio here, maybe you have Lord Slug, and you could run him potentially as a category leader. But with the Demonic Power category, we have a very easy setup here. You know, Glorio is going to be our leader. We get the pure 200%, and then some of the best characters in the game are getting these buffs, right? We have characters like Super Saiyan Gohan here for the Family Kamehameha. I saw screenshots on Twitter of this character hitting like the quote-unquote max damage, like the 999 damage. There is no such thing as max damage in Dokkan unless you reach like the maximum number, but it's not possible. The maximum, it's like 2.147 something like billion. We're just not there yet. We have this version of Gohan here. He's hitting the 999 damage threshold with no crit because of Glorio, right? Beast Gohan, they're saying, feels like an entirely new character. I've seen like 40 million attack stats from Beast Gohan. That is not normal, right? This was not like that was not the norm for him coming into before Glorio existed. STR Future Gohan is okay. Physical Ultimate Gohan is pretty good. He's just okay as well. Orange Piccolo, still very good. This version of Gohan right here has anniversary buffs right now, so you can take advantage of that to clear content if you need to. If you want to run like a Buhan rotation with Glorio around, you potentially could. So like you float Glorio and then you do this version of Buhan with this version of Bootangs. I think that potentially could work as well. I think that there is some potential there. If you do have Lord Slug, this is good because he needs Demonic Power category allies, and there's clearly plenty here. Then you have a character like Fat Boo. I think Fat Boo so far might be like, he's okay, right? Like I think he's very good. But I don't know, like within the synergy of the team, especially considering like how focused you're going to be on like Gohan characters, I don't really know how well that is going to work for you. But that potentially could work, and I like the potential that this category has, because with Demonic Power, you know, we were talking about like the Daima category and stuff like that. There's easily going to be options for you in the future because they're not done upgrading the Demonic Power category. So minor spoilers for Daima ahead. If you don't know anything about Daima, then I'd recommend that you do not listen to this part. You might want to skip ahead a little bit here. But again, there's going to be characters that, what's her name? Dr. Arinsu, that she's going to be introducing, right? We've already seen characters like Majin Ku, Majin Du. Those characters potentially will be on this category as well, even though they don't do too much yet in the series. We don't know much, but they're going to be added to this as well. So like Demonic Power, a lot of stuff with Daima involving Demonic Power, so we are definitely not done with this category just yet, and I would imagine that this Glorio is only going to be getting better. So When it comes to the teams for Glorio, I think Demonic Power is far and away running away with it, but Accelerated Battle potentially could work as well. But right now, Seekers of the Dragon Balls especially is a team that is going to be on hold because we are just waiting for more Daima buffs, because these are the only like real Daima characters in the game right now. We have a couple free-to-play characters, but that's it. So Glorio, you're mainly going to be wanting to running him on Demonic Power or Accelerated Battle. So let's go ahead and move on to Goku now that we've talked about all of them. Super Saiyan Goku Mini here. Not as good as Glorio, definitely, in the game, but I think he has potential. He can look very impressive. It's just he is not going to be quite the character that Glorio is, unfortunately. So not here to talk about the passive or anything like that, but on much more categories, right? On a lot more options for teams here, and there are some very nice options for teams. So where do we get started, right? I think what we should do is axe out some of the teams that like right now are just in like difficult spots, right? Dragon Ball Seekers, again, I'm not going to reiterate what I said, but just wait for more Daima buffs. Pure Saiyans, I think that this team obviously has a very good roster, like one of the best in the game, but we are missing. We have a bit of a leader problem with this team right now, not really a true leader, and you kind of have to work around a little bit to make like a setup for this character that works well, right? You have to sort of work around a bit, and I think honestly you might find yourself running like a transformation boost team with a bunch of Pure Saiyans on it, so I don't think that this is necessarily the team that we are looking for here. Again, not like the end of the world, but Pure Saiyans right now really is just in dire need of a leader. God Goku is okay, right? Like, I think you're lying to yourself if you think like you're like, oh yeah, God Goku can do everything, right? That's just not the case. He's good, but he's not great. But Transformation Boost, very good team here. Looking at this one, I think that's a great category. We talked about Accelerated Battle already, so we don't need to talk about that one. You guys know how that team works. I think Super Saiyans is in a very good spot with the Super Saiyan Trio leader. I think Kamehameha is in a really good spot right now. Bond of Parent and Child potentially could work very well. And then we have some categories that are in a little bit of purgatory right now. But Power Beyond Super Saiyan is a team that's going to get way better here in a couple months because we have the Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta EZA coming down the pipeline for the 10th anniversary more than likely. So those are going to be some very good options for you. I think potentially you could look at something like Turtle School because the beauty of this character is you can plug and play him on any of the teams that he's on. Because you can see here when we look at the categories, there's no quotes like needs this type of ally, right? So that is very helpful. Not going to have to fret worrying about like teams and stuff like that or category units or anything like that. So really you could just make a team with like some of your best characters and it'll work. If we look at Transformation Boost, you could potentially be running the Daima Goku himself as the leader. That would work. You could run Buhan as a leader. You could run Broly as a leader, and all of those are going to work. Those are all characters that are runnable basically everywhere. Broly could be a little bit tricky in like the Janemba fight and stuff like that, but if we're talking in the lens of Goku and Frieza, this Broly actually works very well. Jiren, not really going to fit too well on like a Saiyan-centric team, but still can work, right? These two Brolys, S-tier options, some of the best in the game. Tech UI Goku, very good. And especially now with Glorio around, if you want to run like a team with him around too, this guy is way better with Glorio around. Physical Gogeta Blue, okay, like he's pretty good. I'd say very good, but not top tier anymore. Looking around, you have Orange Piccolo, you have Bootanks, we have the 5th year anniversary LRs with their buffs for the anniversary. We have this Gohan right here running around. We already talked about Buhan. Infat Boo potentially could work as well. Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta is a good character too. God Goku is a nice little backup option if you need it. So we have options here with this Transformation Boost team. I think that he works pretty well for Daima Goku. Accelerated Battle. Same case as Glorio, don't need to pull up that category, but let's talk about the other ones that I think are really good for Daima Goku here, and that is going to be Super Saiyans. You guys can see Super Saiyans is just a beefy roster right now, right? We have the Super Saiyan Trio leader, who you definitely would want to be running, and if you don't have him, I think Vegeta is your next best bet, just in terms of a meta-relevant character. So, Gohan, you put him on the team, you don't think about it, you don't look back, right? We've got the Super Saiyan Trio, we've talked about them already, very, very good character, has their support, all that fun stuff. You could run the 9-year anniversary LRs here of Gogeta Blue and Broly, they work just fine. Tech Super Gogeta is going to be a must run, this character is absolutely insane, you guys know how he works at this point. STR Super Vegito is nice as well. Then you have characters like Daima Goku who could fill in, and that's where you're going to be running this character especially. Gohan with his anniversary buffs works very nicely for the time being. The 3-year LRs with their anniversary buffs work well for the time being, but whenever those go away, then you're not going to be looking to run those as frequently. With the Super Saiyan God Goku, going to be the same case as before. Then potentially we are waiting on some EZAs, but I'm pretty sure when it comes to the this team in specific, we're not really looking at any for Super Saiyans in terms of this celebration, because what we're looking at right now is more than likely Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So no EZAs there that are really going to matter for Super Saiyans, but potential fill-ins. If you need any advice in the comment section, let me know. But the last team I want to look at here for Daima Goku is going to be Kamehameha, Kameyamama, whatever you want to say, right? We have Super Saiyan Gohan. That's going to be your leader here. He's going to work 100% okay. If you need to, take advantage of the anniversary buffs here with Gohan as the leader for temporary needs. And then if you're in a really bad spot and you have this character, you could potentially run them as well as a leader. But Gotenks can run on this team. You just need to find another final trump card ally to pair alongside him, and he'll be fine. Gohan, very, very good character. Super Saiyan Trio, the UI Gokus, you know how they work at this point. STR Super Gogeta, Tech Super Gogeta, excuse me. STR Super Vegito, the 5th year anniversary LRs with their buffs. Gotenks, we talked about him earlier. Daima Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, just a lot of options on this team. I think Kamehameha right now is going to be one of the more consistent options with him because, again, I just think that Super Saiyan Gohan he's a powerhouse in his own, and then if we pair him alongside some slot 1 characters, you should be good to go. So there we have it. Right now, the best teams for Daima Goku as well as Glorio. Some honorable mentions here for Daima Goku. I think Earthbred Fighters could work okay. Turtle School is decent. Goku's family is okay, but leader situation right now, not the best. But there we have it, right? So let me know down below what teams you guys are running these 2 characters on. Did you summon for them? Did you get lucky? All those fun things. And if you did enjoy today's video or found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like before you go, as well as subscribing if you are new, so that way you do not miss out on any of my Dokkan content, and you're also helping me out greatly. The channel is always helped when you subscribe. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.